It does suck to go out like this, I'm not gonna lie.
Like, if you were up next to Andrew, you would have a fighting chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm up next to a girl who can't walk or freaking tie her damn shoelace properly.
Yeah.
You know, it's not gonna. You know what it is too. Like, I honestly don't hate Heather. I don't hate her.
I don't hate her either.
Can I stand her voice? No, but like
the thing that really. Okay, from the beginning of the game, I honestly didn't mind Heather. I kept saying over and over again, I would hang out with her outside of this house, blah, blah, blah.
The reason why I didn't like her is because what Serena told me.
Yes.
That's the reason why I didn't like her.
My thing was because stuff was getting back to me, and I was like, oh shit, she's talking a lot of fucking shit.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
So do you think Heather actually said that I said Sarah was a ringleader?
I don't know. Because we didn't even ask her. We didn't...
Maybe before you leave, you should talk to her. Get as much truth out of her as you can, because when someone's leaving, you're more forthcoming with information.
Yeah. It's true. That's why, like, I try to help Adele as much as possible and tell him. And
I think Adele honestly could do very well in this game.
Adele could do good because Adele.
If he gets rid of Andrew, the house is in chaos. No one knows what to do. Sabrina's left out to dry. Allison's left out to dry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The next target is Kenny.
Yeah.
I think then Adele becomes a little bit more safe, and then like there's more possibility of like, because I don't think John would put Adele up either.
No.
I think he would go after
John told me that he wants Adele and you with them in the final 6.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't, like, he really does not want to see you go. And he does not want to see Adele go.
I know he doesn't. And like, I used to like really doubt him.
Yeah, I don't doubt him anymore. Okay. I don't, I think the only thing is he doesn't have much pull in that alliance.
Yeah. I think once Andrew's gone, he will though.
Yeah, he will.
Because once that leaves, these ones are going to scatter to another.
I know, because when I was talking to him...
What insect does that? There's an insect that like...
Yeah, tell me what insect does that, and I'll use it in one of my jokes. Come up with the insects and I'll use it in one of my jokes.
But if fucking Rochelle calls me an ant one more fucking time...
Why does she say that?
Because she's being a bitch. She's being a bitch and she's trying to hide it.
John, honestly...
It's probably because I don't go around like fucking twerking everywhere. And I'm like not as fucking loud. I
honestly can't even look at them. Like when Sabrina came in here to cry and carry on, and I was like, and she's like, "Can I give you a hug?" I looked at the camera and I was just like, I did, because I'm like, what the hell?
They're gonna show that.
They will do. Yeah, when I was executing Plan Kiss Your Ass, after every single, I'm like, I'm like, Adele, Plan Kiss Your Ass. Like when I got Adele and I was walking, I was crying. I'm like, Plan Kiss Your Ass failed.
I don't think you even tried Plan Kiss Your Ass. That probably lasted 5 minutes and you were like, fuck this.
I honestly tried. It took every bone in me. It took everything inside.
You did not try. Shut the fuck up.
I swear to God, I tried. Like whenever they were in the room alone, I'm like, hi, best friends. Like I do.
You should start baking cookies and cupcakes.
I should. Or maybe they'll keep me around. Adele, though, he's fucking funny. Nothing you say to him will ever leave.
Adele's like, I don't mind Adele at all.
Nothing you say to him will ever leave. Like when I talk to Adele.
The only saving grace I really have next week is Adele. If he didn't have that power, I'd be fucked.
I know.
Thank you, Canada. Thank you. Because I do feel like unless what they do is put me and him up together,
then you're fucked.
Then I'm fucked.
They would do that though. They might do that.
Okay, this is the worst case scenario for me. Andrew wins, HOH, okay? Puts me and Adele on the block. Adele takes himself off, puts up Kenny.
But you guys still play for veto, and then after veto, then he decides to use it. So one of you guys.
Let's say we don't win.
Then that
veto.
would suck.
I think if John won veto, he would take me off.
Yeah, because that's the only sucky thing, and Andrew would do that. Because Andrew thinks...
If Andrew's smart, that's what he would do. But I'm hoping he's not.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping he puts like me and Heather up.
Yeah.
Which I think is what almost everyone's going to do, except for those 5 people that I said. So I feel like as long as it's me and Heather, I should be okay because Adele would replace me, right?
Yeah.
So the worst thing would just to be on the block with Adele.
Yeah, you can't. If you're on the block with Adele, then you're screwed.
Yeah.
With Adele, I told him no. I was like, you can't do that and then ruin your fucking game. You know, like, it sucks because John, like, after the POV, we were talking, like, because I think he trusted me a little bit, and he was just kind of like, I'm like, John, I would have put Andrew on that block, but I felt I would have you coming after me, Kenny coming after me, Arlie coming after me, because whatever Kenny tells Arlie to do, he'll do, and I would have, and he's like, I wouldn't come after you, and Arlie wouldn't come after you. I'm like, really? He's like, I'm like, I didn't know. He's like, he wanted to talk to me, but I think if I didn't bring it up, he didn't want to bring it up type thing and get himself in trouble.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking that, and also, I think you should also be scared of Sabrina too, because you don't want her misconstruing your words and telling people, oh, you know, John wants.
Yeah.
It sucks. It does suck. Yeah, to have I think what hurts is to have the POV and people knowing that these guys are coming after you and didn't give you that information so you could use it.
I know.
Because if I'd taken Paul off and put anybody else up, maybe Heather would have left and would still have our numbers. Well, you can't even go back to the what if.
No, we can't. There's nothing we can do. But if anybody ever asks for advice outside of this game, is like, don't be afraid to make a move.
Yeah, it's don't be afraid to make a move and to, I don't know, I think our alliance just sucked. I think that's just what it is. Because if our alliance was solid, our moves would have been solid.
This is why Girls Alliance, and I'm such a feminist, so like I came into here thinking, okay, maybe it is a possibility that a Girls Alliance could finally do it. Nope. This is why Girls Alliances don't work.
No. Does Rochelle think that anyone could talk Kenny into putting John on the fucking block? Nobody could do that. Why would she let somebody talk her into putting me on the block?
No.
She's crazy.
Yeah. I love how they say I'm infatuated.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter if John had fucking begged me to put you on the block. Like, you would have never in a million years.
No, I don't think you would have done that. And I would never done that. As much as I can't stand Sabrina, I wouldn't put her up on the block either.
Do you think people are going to go after her eventually? Or, like, what the fuck is happening?
I think a lot of people are annoyed with her.
People are annoyed, but, like, are they going to go after her?
And I would never done that. As much as I can't stand Sabrina, I wouldn't put her up on the block either.
Do you think people are going to go after her eventually? Or, like, what the fuck is happening?
I think a lot of people are annoyed with her.
People are annoyed, but, like, are they going to go after her?
And I would never done that. As much as I can't stand Sabrina, I wouldn't put her up on the block either.
Do you think people are going to go after her eventually? Or, like, what the fuck is happening?
I think a lot of people are annoyed with her.
People are annoyed, but, like, are they going to go after her?
And I would never done that. As much as I can't stand Sabrina, I wouldn't put her up on the block either.
Do you think people are going to go after her eventually? Or, like, what the fuck is happening?
I think a lot of people are annoyed with her.
People are annoyed, but, like, are they going to go after her?
And I would never done that. As much as I can't stand Sabrina, I wouldn't put her up on the block either.
Do you think people are going to go after her eventually? Or, like, what the fuck is happening?
I think a lot of people are annoyed with her.
People are annoyed, but, like, are they going to go after her?
And I would never done that. As much as I can't stand Sabrina, I wouldn't put her up on the block either.
Do you think people are going to go after her eventually? Or, like, what the fuck is happening?
I think a lot of people are annoyed with her.
People are annoyed, but, like, are they going to go after her?
And I would never done that. As much as I can't stand Sabrina, I wouldn't put her up on the block either.
Do you think people are going to go after her eventually? Or, like, what the fuck is happening?
I think a lot of people are annoyed with her.
People are annoyed, but like, are they gonna go after? Or is it just like me and Adele that are annoyed?
We're all annoyed because I see Sarah, like, because I'm leaving, she does confide in me, and she's like, a lot of people are annoyed. And
Okay, can you tell, if you can you tell me stuff Sarah said, just if
I don't know if they're true or not, but what she's told me is she's pretty much told me.
if someone comes, can we just pretend like we're sleeping?
Yeah, just friggin'
Yeah.
wait. Let's act like we're
Yeah.
low down. What she told me is that she said the deal that Rochelle made was to benefit Rochelle's game only.
Yeah, of course.
And she also said that you're most likely going up.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm like, it sucks because
Why did she say that?
it's you, Heather, and Adele. And she says nobody's going after Adele.
Yeah.
Nobody's going after Adele next week is what she told me.
Yeah.
And she also told
I just don't get why no one's going after Rochelle and Sabrina, because are they actually going to stick true to that deal?
I think for next week they will, at least. For at least that week they will. No one's going to go after. I think
Okay,
when-
but next
I think
week, what
when
do you
Rochelle
think if
made
I-
that deal,
Huh?
when Rochelle made that deal, it seems as if she kind of brought Sabrina in too.
Yeah.
Like, at least protect
But
her.
I think when she made that deal, she brought her in because she made it through Andrew and Kenny. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Also, she told me that she said that she never ever told the girls that I said anything bad. She just explained that that I said I understood why she did what she did, which I did say that to them. And if they come back to me and say whatever, don't listen. And I'm like, and she said that they also went to her and said I said the whole ship stuff and whatever, and
Ship? Oh, yeah. Sinking
sinking
ship.
ship or whatever. And I told her exactly how I said. I'm like, what I said, exactly what you told me, was basically that you guys thought I was a stronger person and you didn't want to go down with the sinking ships. And she's like, completely understand, but I guess how it was said to her was said differently. And I'm like, she's like, I don't even care
I
about
think
that.
Sabrina's the biggest liar in this game. I don't believe at all that Heather
I
said any
think
of those
she is
things
the
anymore.
Biggest lie. But I didn't want to say, especially to you. Like me and Adele, we laugh with it all the time.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to say that to you.
I
And then
don't. Like, I have 0 ounce of trust in them. I just have to pretend I do.
You have to.
Yeah, there's no other option.
You have no choice. You have to. And then
And they're
Sarah-
fucking, like, they're so, like, I don't know how, just because I don't, like, fucking have a loud mouth and I'm not talking all the time doesn't mean I'm fucking stupid. Like, I think they think I'm fucking stupid because they're like, maybe not. I think that they think I'm so fucking stupid because they're like, I keep hearing someone.
I know.
They're like, I'm like, okay, well, you're putting IKA up. That means that I'm next. I said that straight up. They're like, no, like we made the deal. Every time we talk about us, we tell them about you as well. We always say me, Sabrina, Neda. I'm like, fucking liars. I'm like, one, I'm pretty sure my name was not mentioned in any way whatsoever. 2, if it was probably in a negative connotation. So,
When we were outside,
huh?
when we were outside talking, I'm like, Neda doesn't have anybody in this game. You guys are screwing her.
And they're
too.
probably just like, whatever.
And they're like, no, she has John. I'm like, no, she has John, but Sabrina, there's Andrew, and John doesn't have like much pull. Like she is alone. You guys are leaving her alone. And I am like, by keeping me here, you give everybody an extra week because they're coming after me. And she goes, baby, they come after you and Vito, and they put me up and I go home. Or another girl goes home. I'm like, but a girl's going home next week anyway.
They don't care. They don't care.
Unless Adele wins. Like, you're not, if there's an alliance thing over there, not everybody could go in. So you're leaving Neda, Adele, and Heather. You're leaving Neda.
They don't care.
No, she said, and she flat out told me, well, this is what's best for my game, and I have to look out for myself in this game.
Yeah, of course.
She had this whole speech. I think Kenny probably told her speech, and she
Yeah.
regurgitated it back to me. She was
Kenny
like,
wrote it up for her.
She was like, well, you know what, in this game, like, it's not about friendships. It's about playing the game, and this is what's best for my game. This thing happened to our alliance, and I had to fend for myself and figure out what was best for me, and this is what's best for me.
Yeah.
That's what she said,
Yeah.
pretty much. And
No, I
like,
know I can't at all. I think if Sabrina or I think Sabrina won next week, she would put me and Heather up.
yes, she would.
Yeah.
Sabrina would put you
Oh,
up
I
and
know.
cry later.
Yeah.
100%. They would do that. And that's what Sarah said to me. I'm like, poor fucking Neda was loyal to a freaking fault. And now she's left hung out to dry. And she was crying and saying, oh, she feels really bad for what she did and blah, 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 and this and that. And she was like, the thing is, Rochelle doing that, like, why wouldn't she do it to Neda? And she's like, she would.
Yeah.
That, if she did that to me, she would do that to her. And I think you're a smart person and you saw that. If she would do that to somebody that she was close with, then she would easily do it to you.
Yeah.
And that's scary.
No, of course. I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
And I think, if anything, if Sabrina even won, she might even put up like me and John. Like.
Yeah. If that's what Sabrina's gonna do what Andrew tells her to do.
Oh, of course.
So it does.
That's
suck.
why I want Andrew gone. Because I feel like if Andrew leaves, it opens up a little bit of room for me to maybe do something with like Sarah and Kenny and John or something. You know what I mean? Just through John, and then like hopefully get those out. Because don't you think if I survive past double evictions, they're gonna have bigger fish to fry than me?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like how Heather's skating through right now.
Yeah.
There's bigger fish to fry.
Yes.
Okay, what do you think is gonna happen if Andrew, you go home? Sorry, but you go home.
No, I
and
know.
Andrew goes home right after you, which would be amazing. You guys can have a drink on the outside. Smash him with a beer bottle.
I know, eh?
But just assuming that Andrew goes home in the double eviction, what do you think would happen? Like, what do you think would happen if Sabrina won?
If Andrew goes home and Sabrina wins, she's going to do whatever Kenny tells her to do. Because now she'll think that.
And what do you think Kenny's going to want? At this point, his biggest ally is gone.
Yeah, so then he'll have Sarah and he'll have John.
Yeah.
So I don't think he'll put you up.
Exactly, that's what
he
I'm
has
saying. I
Sarah
don't
and
think he would
John.
put me up because John would be like, no, are you stupid?
Yeah.
So do you think he would go after Sabrina and Rochelle then?
He might go after New Girl.
He might have to go after New Girl. He might go after Adele now because Adele's power is gone.
Yeah.
So I feel
And
like if I
you'll be
last...
safe. Yeah. If Andrew leaves, you'll be safe. I wish when we had my HOH, me and you sat downstairs in that fucking grass and talked it over, just me and you, like we did the very first night, instead of having me, you, Sarah, Sabrina.
I know.
And
I know. I honestly, I mentioned it to you a few times during your HOH.
what did you say that I should?
About putting up Kenny and Andrew, and it was kind of shut down so fast about it being too early in the game and it being like too. And at the time, I agreed with you as well.
Yeah.
So then I dropped it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because at that time, with the amount of knowledge we had, it wasn't a good move to make.
At the time, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. So I dropped it. Again, when Rochelle won at first, I made a couple of hints about,
I did too.
okay, let's make a big move, blah, blah, blah. And she just shut it down. So I was like, okay. But I was hoping that she was just going to go after Heather.
Me too, at least.
Yeah, that's what
It
I
was
thought.
a dumb move, but at least.
Yeah. I thought she would just make a stupid move, not a fucking, like...
Yeah. It's true, because at least if I was here, I mean, yeah, it sounds bad, but I am still a target. And if they're going to pick a girl up, they're going to pick me off first. And I would have fought my ass off.
Just the fact that you would have never, like, put us up is, like, she's so
I wouldn't.
stupid.
I wouldn't have.
But I do think if I last pass the double eviction, which I should, right? With
Yeah.
Adele's power, the only possible thing that could go wrong is Andrew winning HOH and me and Adele both being up on the block. That's the only